Have you ever been playing Fallen Order and you finish the game thinking that you got 100%, but then you get to the load screen after the credits and you see this? Or have you just been unable to completely fill out the skill tree? This happens because there aren't enough enemies in the game to max out your skill points without doing a little grinding or doing some unoptimal backtracking. And you need to buy all the skills in order to get 100% on your save file. So today I'm going to show you the fastest way that you can get all the XP that you could ever want, and I'll show you some other fast XP grinds that can be done at other times. The fastest XP grind in the game is on Kashyyyk the first time you visit, but it'll require a minor glitch in order to reach it. You're going to want to progress until after you free the Wookiees and take this elevator up to the arena where there's a battle going on. What you may notice is that there are stormtroopers up here out of bounds. We're going to get up to where these two guys are, but to do that, it'll require us to use a glitch called target lock jumping. Target lock jumps are where we lock onto an enemy, jump, and then at the apex of the jump, you use force slow to extend the jump height. This glitch works best at high frame rates, so a minimum of 60 FPS is best. And it is timing dependent, so if it's not working for you, just try to play with the timing of your force slow input, or click the video at the top right of the screen now for a more comprehensive tutorial on how to do this glitch. Once you get up here, these two stormtroopers can be killed, and you'll notice they respawn right back here. If you stand on this spawn point, you can kill them infinitely. If you have the double-bladed lightsaber, you can stand on the spawn and use overhead slash and kill dozens of them every second. This will give you about 1 skill point every 10 to 15 seconds. This is the method used in the 100% speedrun to get skill points quickly, and it's by far the fastest XP grind in the game. You need 50 points total to buy every skill on the skill tree, but you've probably already bought a few at this point, and you've got most of the game left to go through, so bear that in mind. A couple warnings about this method. The speed at which the stormtroopers respawn appears to be dependent on the speed of the storage drive that the game is installed on, so if you have it on a hard drive, your results might be significantly slower than what I'm describing. If you're on a last-gen console like PS4 or Xbox One, I wouldn't even recommend using this method at all, because the game trying to load in all of these stormtroopers this quickly is probably going to cause the game to crash. The game can also crash back to the console menu using this method on next-gen consoles like PS5 or Xbox Series X, but it's less frequent. If you can't use this method, either because you've progressed too far in the game or you're having trouble with the TLJ, there are a few other methods you can use to farm out some XP relatively quickly. On Kashyyyk 2 and Origin Lake, right as you enter, there's a meditation point, and off to the left there's a lung plant that you can use to get a one-shot kill on a sleeg. And then you can use this other lung plant to boost back to the meditation point and reset the area. If you repeat this process over and over, it'll give you about 1 skill point every couple of minutes. I wouldn't spend too much time here because this method's pretty slow compared to what's available to you later, but if all you need is a couple of skill points, it might be worth knowing about. On Dathomir, after you climb out of the collapsed settlement, you come to an overlook where 3 Knight Brothers are camping. If you have the Howling Push ability, you can kill all 3 of them by pushing them off the cliff, and then reset the area by taking the elevator back down to the meditation point. This is a relatively efficient skill grind, apart from taking the elevator up and down. On Ilum, after you repair your lightsaber, you may remember a long combat encounter with a bunch of scout troopers and security droids. What you may not have realized is that the security droids actually respawn, and right after you're done fighting them, you can meditate at this meditation point, reset the area, and respawn them all. The ability that you just acquired, Split Saber Strike, is the highest single target damage ability in the game, so spamming it against the security droids is pretty fast. As far as I'm aware, this is the fastest skill grind in the game that doesn't require glitches, and because you get there late in the game, it's a pretty convenient point to wrap up your skill tree if you have any skills left to buy. But overall, the best way to get XP as you go through the game is just to be thorough in your exploration. Unless you're speedrunning, a lot of your XP will come from combat and scans of defeated enemies, and you get quite a bit of XP from finding Force Echoes throughout the game. If you're really thorough in your playthrough and your path through the game is somewhat optimized, you should only need 5 to 10 extra skill points depending on how thorough you were, and that shouldn't take too much time with the methods that I've shown you. Being required to grind for XP is one of those things in this game that I wasn't really a fan of. If you're interested in a more comprehensive retrospective on Fallen Order as we get closer to the release of Jedi Survivor, click the video on the right side of the screen now. Goodbye, my friends, and may the Force be with you.